excited. Those two guys completed. There's a magic. There's a magic that happens when three of us are in the studio. Yeah.
Yep.
We're talking about technology, especially on a Friday like this, and with the new developments that are happening. The interesting stories that I have before me would cause your mind to actually think of the future. Lagos, joining us really this morning are Fisayo and Taiwo. There should be a name for you guys. Not two musketeers. No, that's outdated. But anyway, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, Lagos.
Good morning. You guys seem like you had a battle independently. This morning.
Well, yeah. I think we need the boring company to help us go through the traffic in Lagos.
Very interesting. Lagos, join the conversation. Send us a message through WhatsApp. Send it to 0809-444-0981. That's 0809-444-0981. We're streaming live on YouTube, and the YouTube address is Smooth981FM Lagos. You can leave a comment there, and as well tweet at us at Smooth981FM on Twitter. Use the hashtag BusinessExpress981. Very interesting. Quick warning though, this time flies really fast. So Fisayo and Taiwo, let's start with the Nigerian government on social media. They've decided to get in, especially the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. They've launched a consumer protection handle on Twitter. And the handle is simply at CPDNCAA, and they want Nigerians to tweet at the handle and also email cpd@ncaa.gov.ng if you have any complaints regarding aviation travel. And I'm talking about this and thinking about Fisayo when you complain about Arik.
Yes.
So, how do you feel about this story?
Excited. So, because Arik is not online, Arik is not on Twitter at the minimum. So, it's...
No way.
I think they exited at some point.
Oh,
so,
wow.
So
they couldn't handle the complaint?
I think so. So, now I have someone else to report them to, like a big brother to everybody. So, I think it's interesting. I need my money back. I'll still mention it again. Right?
You have
so, my flight ticket, I paid. Okay. Right? So I didn't get my ticket. I didn't fly.
Yes. All right.
And you've not refunded my money. This is 3 months on.
Okay. So
anyways,
go to Twitter. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I've just mentioned their name and call Evans over them.
So good initiative. I'm not sure they're ready to be able to. I don't know whether they're ready to be able to handle all of this. Those are my concerns around this. What's their TAT? What's the turnaround time for complaints? Do they have any SLAs with some of these guys? Are they ready to share any of those guides and so on and so forth like that? They just say, oh, this is how you deal with issues. When you have complaints, do they have like a procedure? Do they have like a workflow? In terms of how this thing, So I don't know, because it's all well and good to just go on Twitter,
How do you now treat?
How do you treat them? How do you track that these things have been? How do you monitor that your complaint is being dealt with appropriately, or that even anything? So, what are those things? I think the bigger things they need to focus on. How do they help the airlines even survive in the first instance, as opposed to
just putting up a Twitter handle?
I also think that at least there is a platform to report a complaint to.
Of course, you'll be happy about that.
So there was a time we never had a platform.
Oh, yeah.
So at least this is the first step. So let's see how they manage this platform. We can now start rating them based on their responses. If they actually respond to people's complaints, if they actually do the things they're meant to do based on the kind of work they're doing. So for me, I think at least it's a good first step. So we'll figure out the operational part of it further down the line.
Okay. Cruz here says it sounds interesting to have someone to complain to. But would anything happen afterwards? Yes, that's exactly our concern here. So let's move to talking about mobile money. Now, it seems MTN and Airtel are applying for mobile money licenses. Let's discuss this tweet. There's a particular tweet that was put up by Dolakbo Oni. Dolakbo says, and I quote, "If any bank CEO actually breaks his sweat because of this, they should be flogged. Mobile money can only be driven by the banks as long as they own NIBSS, that's the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System. And MTN will technically be competing with Paga, Piggybank, Cowrywise, and other retail products that rely on bank-owned infrastructure." What are your thoughts, guys?
Okay, so there have been development from CBN. I remember putting on a tweet some time ago that in the month of October alone, the CBN released like over close to 10 drafts of new regulations, new corporate governance requirements, PSB, the exposure draft for Payment Service Bank, quite a number of initiatives that they're trying to push to drive financial inclusion. So they've also mentioned that, okay, so with all of this, MTN is now willing to step up to to get some mobile money license in Nigeria. They mentioned they wanted to be a payment service bank as well. So the desires of the unbanked or the underbanked is gradually getting to be addressed. If MTN put a heart to it, they have 50 million users already. They can potentially, out of that 50 million users, easily we have maybe 30 million of them in rural areas that they don't have any banking relationship. So with a potential MTN mobile money, all of these people can be captured. However, what Dolapo is saying is that because CPN does not want to make the same Kenyan mistake.
Yes, as with M-Pesa.
Yeah, with M-Pesa, they still want to protect the banks. Again, there are corporate governance issues around allowing telcos participate in financial inclusion, because they will claim that they don't understand the risk management guidelines and all of the official stories around it.
Okay.
However, since MTN is now willing to step forward to at least include people financially, I think it's a good thing on the user's perspective. However, because the infrastructure still requires MTN or any telco or any payment service bank that want to operate in Nigeria to still rely on the official channels, so the switches, the interbank settlement system to settle transactions. So that's why it's saying that the banks will still be the beneficiaries of this in the long run.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's now the bank's turn to show them that they also need them as well. No.
Okay.
So, I mean, one of the reasons why mobile money hasn't taken off is people don't just like saying it. It's the fact that the telcos really, really, really did not support the initiative. This is what they wanted. They wanted their own license. Actually, they wanted to be the front runners here. Yeah.
Oh.
And so they literally frustrated all the efforts.
Okay, so that was why they were fighting it in the first place.
Yeah, from day one. They wanted that M-Pesa model to come up there. So they, excuse me, and the banks relied on their infrastructure.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
And they frustrated their efforts.
It's supposed to be a symbiotic relationship, but if one just wants to do it by themselves.
So now let's see
just put hands together.
Let's see how it will run. Now that the telcos will have to rely on the bank's infrastructure. Let's see where they will also play the same game with them. So,
do you envisage? Sorry about that. Do you envisage that the banks might just turn on them and say, "Oh, you know what? You're frustrated as the first time." Don't you think?
Anyways, irrespective of what anybody thinks, Bitcoin is below $6,000 right now.
So that's what
it means that
hang on.
at least we'll hang on that. I think my biggest concern is that people have found out that, again, there are controversies around who or what are the typical use cases for cryptocurrencies. If it is deriving its value from US dollars, then I don't see necessarily the reason. Anyways, let me not
it cuts across different currencies.
Anyway, get the people angry, right? Anyways, but the point is that if you're buying at your own risk. Investor discretion
is very important.
Is very important.
Yes. Omolomo sends in a message. Omolomo, thank you very much. He said the banks had tried working on mobile money for too long without actual success. The telecoms had a better distribution channel to make mobile money work. Let the telecoms try this time. A special thanks to you guys, Fisayo and Taiwo, for beating the odds, beating traffic, and getting to the studio in time. Lagos, thank you very much for watching. Go back to YouTube to watch. Of course, for watching because they're on YouTube watching this episode and previous episodes of Business Express 91. Catch the latest episode right now; it's up there. And thank you very much for your comments. And those listening, please listen up because coming up next, we'll talk about something that will fuel your hustle. Good morning.